Ice Cube is known as one of the pioneers of gangster rap in LA. He was a massive influence in the gangster rap scene, as one of the lead rappers a part of the rap collective NWA. NWA is partly responsible for the gangster rap boom that took over the West Coast in the 80s and then the world. Gangster rap evolved over the years, becoming more vulgar, violent, and more dangerous, as its more modern form, drill music, has become the rawest version of gangster rap, a genre that has real-life consequences for the rappers a part of it. While gangster rap is a violent genre of music that often glorifies violence, the criminal lifestyle, and even death, those who make it and enjoy it defend it as being an artistic expression of what happens in the most dangerous areas of the country. But what if that's not really the case? What if the origins of gangster rap is actually far more sinister, with a manipulative organization manufacturing gangster rap to use it for their own financial gain? What if gangster rap was created by the greedy elite who are using it to profit from the destruction of the urban communities? Well, this is basically what Ice Cube admitted to. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos exposing the truth weekly. In today's episode, we will be talking about Ice Cube confirming that gangster rap was created by the private prison industry. Let's get right into it. Ever since I was a small child, gangster rappers were running the rap scene. In the 90s, it was gangster rappers like Biggie and Tupac. Then in the 2000s, we had rappers like 50 Cent, DMX, and many others running the industry. I saw the influence of these gangster rappers firsthand. Growing up in the Bronx, just about everyone I knew acted like a gangster rapper. They acted tough and did things to prove they were gangsters. Everyone loved these gangster rappers, and their influence isn't more obvious than it is today with genres like drill music. Drill rappers are the descendants of these gangster rappers. They were influenced by the rappers that were influenced by the rappers that were influenced by Ice Cube. Drill music was always the intended goal of gangster rap, the final form of it. Those who are really behind its success always wanted it to grow into exactly what it has become. Fans and rappers protect gangster rap's image, an artistic expression of what's really going on in the hood. It's not the cause of the violence and trauma, it's a result of it. But when we look at drill music, it's the complete opposite. Drill music is causing the deaths, leading to people dying and mothers crying. Young drill rappers are literally catching bodies in the streets just to be able to rap about it, so they can earn this evil reputation of a murderer to further their persona. This is not a result of what's happening in the hood. This is what's causing the destruction in the hood. It's always been like that. In the 2000s, when gangster rap was the most popular form of rap music with rappers like 50 Cent, violence was at an all-time high in the streets. People were inspired by these rappers, and they were influenced to live the lifestyle they promoted. Now, when you realize who was behind making gangster rap so popular and influential, you will understand why drill music was always going to happen. While gangster rap might be partly a result of the struggle of the ghettos and artists from it, the reason it was pushed so heavily by mainstream music is very dark. See, gangster rap was hijacked very early on by billionaire investors who saw it as a great investment that would make them rich. These billionaires were large investors of the private prison industries. What they sold was prison. They made money off people going to prison. Just like every other business in the world, if you want to sell more, you need to advertise and promote. Gangster rap was the most successful marketing strategy for the elite to sell prison, as they were going to use gangster rappers to influence the culture in the most influential marketing campaign ever. Gangster rappers were going to be making wanting to be a criminal desirable, so the elite billionaires invested into the biggest record labels, becoming large shareholders and on the board of directors, using their power to influence what artists are actually signed and what music is promoted by the labels, strategically pushing only gangster rappers in order to promote the gangster lifestyle. While they did sign other style of rappers, most of them were shelved, allowing only the gangster rappers to monopolize hip-hop, music that would influence the youth to throw away their lives and end up in a private prison owned by these elite. That's why little by little, we started seeing all of hip-hop become gangster rap, with every rapper pushing the same exact message in their music, promoting the same garbage. Hip-hop promotes destructive values on purpose. It is done to push this agenda on behalf of these record labels. They have destroyed generations of lives, tricking them into throwing their lives away by rappers who were paid to deceive them. This is something that one of the pioneers of gangster rap admitted to himself. Ice Cube did an interview where he revealed the truth about NWA and gangster rap, how the genre isn't what people think it is, and why it has become such a phenomenon to this very day. According to Ice Cube, gangster rap was controlled by the private prison industries, by billionaire elites who wanted to use it to fill their private prisons. Take a listen to what he said.
Who benefits and profits off our bickering in our division? You know, it's like follow the money. I don't know their names, Bill, but you follow the money, you go high enough, you start to see, you know, this is an industry. Okay, let's take rap music.
Let's take it.
Same people who own the labels own the prisons. So
literally the same people?
Literally the same people who own the labels own private prisons. So it's really kind of suspicious, if you want to say that word, that the records that come out are really geared, push people towards that prison industry.
It didn't make you write those lyrics.
It's not about making somebody write the lyrics. It's about being there as guardrails to ensure certain songs make it through and certain songs don't. Certain flavors are exposed on the record. No, some records are made by committee, meaning record committee guys sit around and tell the artists, this is hot, say that, do this. We're gonna have this guy write the lyrics. We're gonna have that. So the narrative is really kind of, you know, structured and really made into what the record company want the record to be, and what the, you know, a lot of artists are frustrated with this kind of music making. You know, a lot of people, you know, feel like they're being controlled by the label, how they do it. Telling you what songs to sing, what hooks to do, what songs, you know, you can do your song, fine, that's an album cut. But you wanna, the single is what we all say is the single. So you have, you know, the record company pushing the narrative. This to me is somewhat, you know, some social engineering going on here to make sure those prisons stay full. Now, there's a lot of to connect to make that happen. I'm just giving you a broad example of how people at the top can manipulate what's going on with the people who are bickering and fight. I just gave you a music example.
As you can see, Ice Cube admits it himself. Even though he was one of the first gangster rappers ever, he admits that he was used to promote this criminal lifestyle to influence the youth to throw away their lives. He admits that the labels would hire full-on writing committees that would make these songs exactly how these elite wanted, pushing the exact messages these executives wanted to promote to the urban community. He also admits how the labels would make sure to only let certain songs out by the labels. The music they know would further push their gangster narrative. Ice Cube isn't just talking nonsense either. I have shown the connection between the private prison industry and the music industry. It's very clear once you see it. Massive investment companies like Vanguard and BlackRock are the biggest investors in the private prison industry. They profit the most from prisoners going to prison. These same people who are invested in the private prison industries are also invested in the music industry, investing in companies like UMG, Sony, and Warner, which are the labels that own every major artist. Even though Ice Cube sold out, at least he's telling the truth and not pretending like he doesn't know what he was a part of. He knows what the industry did to his people, how they used him to influence them to destroy their lives. The drill rappers are a perfect example of this influence. They are crashing out because the music indoctrinated them into that lifestyle after years of it being promoted to them. This isn't the first time Ice Cube is exposing the industry, as last year Ice Cube also admitted that the industry was controlled by a secret club of gatekeepers. He was all over social media calling out the gatekeepers in the industry and claimed that he refused to be a part of the Hollywood gatekeepers.
Some of you may not have realized that I'm not part of the club. And a lot of you listening to me right here, right now, you're not part of the club either. And what I realized with the club is what makes them so mad is when you don't want to be a part of their club, that pisses them off. What club am I talking about? I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers that we all got to deal with. You know who they are, and they definitely know who they are. A lot of people would be like, what, who? Come on, man, stop playing.
And you said the record industry uses social engineering in rap to encourage criminal behavior. At what point did you realize that?
After I got mature in the game. After I knew that, you know, records were made by committee. A lot of albums, a lot of dope songs people like are made by a group of people telling rappers what to say, or what's dope, or that line ain't good enough, or, you know, let's change it to this. Get somebody up here that can write, and all this kind of hip hop by committee. And yeah, the record companies, it be they people in there.
While Ice Cube is clearly a puppet of the industry, now he appears to be calling it all out, telling people exactly what's going on behind the scenes. He was also one of the very few actors who turned down the 2020 shot back when they were trying to force everyone to take it. In this interview, he speaks out against it and stands strong on saying that he wasn't going to take it.
Pass out a movie because they wanted you to get a shot.
Yeah, you know, they strangest thing, you know, say we're doing a movie. I'm like, okay. And then all the producers in Hollywood decided that they don't want anybody on their movie set that haven't gotten a.
And what year was this?
This is 2020.
Okay, so it's in the middle of it.
Yeah. I mean, we're coming out of it. I think it might be 21 when we know, okay, everything is going back to normal. But I believe the news came out during 2020. And so, you know, I never thought it was a producer's mandate. I thought it was a studio mandate. But it's every production. You mean tell me every producer in Hollywood has this mandate? Give me a break. It has to come from the studio to hit every producer, because every producer don't think the same. Producers talking to my people, and they're like, if he don't take it, you know, he can't be in the movie. It's not taking it. It's not taking it. It's like, okay, can't do the movie. Okay, no problem.
It's horrible what these elites have done with hip-hop. They have infiltrated it and used it to destroy the urban communities. So many mothers and fathers were left grieving, with their child's death being directly tied to this manufactured genre. It was truly demonic what they did. The music industry is the most powerful tool of the devil. He has hijacked it and used it to destroy so many souls. No one seems to realize how evil the industry truly is. They all just blindly support it. They don't connect the dots for themselves. This has done real damage, irreversible damage to the generation. It turned a whole generation into lost souls. All we can do is try our best to wake the people up, show them what's going on, so they could avoid being consumed by this manipulation. Well, I'm gonna end this one here. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.